Well, the Rotten Tomato scores for Justice League are out. 151 critics have given their fucking shitty reviews already. Wow. Like, what two-faced motherfuckers. Like, literally, nothing but positive, reactions before every review, and now every single review is negative. Even the positive ones are negative. They have something negative to say about Justice League. Wow, who saw this coming, right? Who fucking saw this coming? It's probably clear as day that this was going to happen, but it's sitting at a 40% right now on Rotten Tomatoes. 40%, 151 reviews, mostly negative. That's better than 26%, I guess. Unreal. Like that 40% is going to drop to the 30s, so it'll probably be around 36% or something when everything's said and done. A whole 10 points better than Batman vs. Superman. Thanks a lot, Warner Brothers. Thanks a lot. You couldn't just let Zack Snyder make his fucking movie. You couldn't let another 40 minutes in the movie, right? You couldn't let Junkie XL do the soundtrack because you had to play it safe. Now look at you. You played it safe and no one bought it. No one bought it. Fucking unreal, man. Unfucking real. If you put out a 2-hour and 45-minute movie with an amazing soundtrack by Junkie XL, this would be completely different right now. This would be completely different. It'd probably be closer to a 60%, honestly. That's how much of a difference I think it would have made. Another 20%. But then again, people wanted to hate this film. They wanted to. And yeah, the reactions were good, but that was just because their two-faced asses wanted to get people interested into seeing what they were going to say about the movie, right? Unreal. Unreal. I'm not really pissed off because I kind of expected this. I kind of expected a low score. I wasn't expecting a fucking 40s, but lower than Man of Steel. And Man of Steel's a great film. You know what I'm saying? And that's like in the 50s. But I was expecting this to be a lot higher than Batman vs. Superman because they did everything that the critics wanted. They did everything that they wanted. They made the movie fucking fun for them. They fucking went against everything that makes them a fucking film studio. And they made the movie a fun fucking movie that everybody can enjoy. And still, critics can find a problem with it. Like, it's their fault the movie's like this. Don't they realize that? It's their fault the movie's 2 hours long. It's their fault that Danny Elfman did the score. Okay? This is unreal. This is unreal this is happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now we're gonna have to deal with these fucking idiot groupthink fucking fanboys of these critics. Now we're gonna have to deal with these fucks for like a year till Aquaman comes out and Aquaman blows everybody away because Aquaman's gonna be awesome. The movie's gonna be awesome. The movie's gonna be fucking great. God, I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Unreal, man. I'm still seeing it Friday night. I've had my tickets booked for over 2 weeks. I'm ready for this. Been waiting my whole life for this. When I walked into Batman vs. Superman, I knew the score was at 26%. I knew it was, every critic was hating on it before I even walked into that. I was expecting Batman vs. Superman to be a bad film when I walked in. And it wasn't at all. Even the theatrical cut wasn't a bad film. And then later, when the Ultimate Edition comes out, it's fucking great. Maybe that's the thing we can actually thank the critics for now. Because now that it's a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, they're going to have to make a director's cut. They're going to have to make an extended cut or an Ultimate Edition of Justice League. They're going to have to. It's the only way they're going to be able to sell a Blu-ray. They're going to have to put extra footage in the movie. So, there was a guy on here that's trying to do a petition. I try to spread it around. But this alone, having the critic score this low is enough for Warner Brothers to make an extended cut. For them to, put out the director's cut. We don't have to tell them. They're going to do it probably. So, they didn't do it with Wonder Woman because it was a rousing success. 95% Rotten Tomatoes. So you don't need to put out a director's cut, right? But Suicide Squad got an extended cut because he got a 26%. Batman vs. Superman got an extended cut because it got 26%. Man of Steel didn't get a director's cut because it was fucking split right down the middle. So they didn't feel the need to do it. They better feel a need to do it now. You know what I'm saying? They better put out a director's cut. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm going to walk into this movie. I'm expecting choppy editing. I'm expecting weird cuts that cut off the ends of scenes and the beginning of scenes. I'm expecting that shit already. That's what happened with Batman vs. Superman. That shit's not going to really bother me. But what every critic keeps saying is that the movie has murky storytelling, that the storytelling is not good. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this movie's fucking straightforward. I already fucking figure what's gonna happen in this movie, right? Steppenwolf comes, he's gathering the mother boxes, the whole team assembles, they fight Steppenwolf, they fight the Parademon Army, they win. The end. Like, that's the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, what could be so fucking murky about this? What could be so fucking confusing about this? So, that's 70%. That was fucking like, that's some fucking, I was fucking crazy for thinking this movie can get a 70%. For even thinking for a second that critics could fucking think for themselves. I was fucking crazy to think that. They're all just thinking the same. They're all saying the same exact thing. They all have the same negative criticisms. They all have the same positive criticisms. That's another thing. They all say the same thing. Flash and Aquaman are the best parts of the movie. They all say that. The same thing. Anyway, don't bother looking at that fucking Rotten Tomatoes score. It's fucking bullshit. I'm going to judge the movie for myself, like you all should. Like everybody should. I'm going to walk into this shit, and I'm going to fucking like it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I shouldn't say that. I want to take the movie in at face value. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to experience it. I don't want to have a negative fucking, like, this movie could be bad in the back of my mind, while I'm watching it. What the fuck? What's the point of critics? I don't understand this. They provide nothing for society. I don't understand what the fuck is the point of a critic. Anyway, what are y'all fucking, you're all probably pissed about this. I'm just fucking melancholy. I don't know. What's a good word to fucking use? I don't know. I'm fucking just, like, I kind of expected this. That's how I feel about it. I was like, wow. They did what I expected. They all have the same opinion. They're all thinking the same. And now, for me to even enjoy the movie, I gotta now when I watch the movie, I have to look for everything that they're talking about, right? And while watching the movie at the same time. Like, I can't enjoy the movie. I have to look for, what are they talking about when they say murky storytelling? What are they talking about when they say murky storytelling, I have to look for that now. Great. I couldn't just take the movie in. I have to fucking now look for their negative and see if they're right. They're probably not right. They're all saying the same shit. So it leads me to think that none of them are really thinking about it. So, anyway, this is just horseshit, This is horseshit. It's slightly better than Batman vs. Superman. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, see you on the next one.